Grandma Moses was an American folk artist who began painting seriously when she was 78 years old. Even though she faced lots of hardships in her life, she loved to paint colorful scenes of happy farm life. This drawing project was inspired by one of her more than 2,000 paintings she made in her lifetime. Hi, my name's Kathy, and I've been teaching kids how to draw for over 20 years now. My favorite thing to do is to show students that when you take things one step at a time, learning how to draw just might be easier than you think. The supplies I used to make this project were a sheet of drawing paper, a pencil, a kind of medium-sized tip black marker, and crayons. You can also find a link to a free step-by-step tutorial in the description below. Okay, this drawing has lots of little details, but let's start with the larger shapes first, like this big house that's going to sit right here. I'm drawing the front and the side and the roof with a little chimney, and then going down to add a door and some windows. I think shutters were popular back then, so they can be added to the sides too. Now a smaller house is going to go here. It's facing the other direction. Start by drawing the rectangle front, adding the angled roof, which includes a little chimney. Draw the side of the house, and then we can add the smaller things like the door and the windows, which do have little window pane lines inside, and more shutters. Now we can move on to drawing the church that's in the upper left corner. Start with that center entry first. Add the little roof shapes above it and the steeple, and then draw the sides, which are the same on the right and the left, and you can finish with a couple of windows. Now we can move on to drawing some trees. Let's start with a large one in the bottom left corner. It has a big bushy top and then a simple tree shape below. Make some V shapes to look like simple branches, and then add some pointy lines on the bottom for the roots. Now a road can be added to connect our houses. This one starts large and has a little split off to that smaller house, and then ends at the entry of the church. Let's go back now and add more trees. There's one on the bottom right that's behind the house. It has a bushy top and that simple trunk shape below. Then let's add another one above over on the left side. It can be a little bit smaller because it's a little further away. We can also add a tree behind that house in the middle. Start with a bushy leaf shape and the trunk below that has the branches on top and the pointy root shapes on the bottom. And how about two smaller trees above in that top right corner? There's lots of room for them there, and do feel free to draw more if you want. I'm going to draw two here that are kind of overlapping each other just a little bit. There's room for a smaller tree here. It has that same bushy top and the same tree trunk shape below. When that's done, I think I'm ready to add my horizon line And there's some space on the left, so I'm going to add some big bushes there. Now we can work on some other smaller shapes. Go down and add a fence by drawing 2 lines that are kind of at an angle, and then draw the vertical posts that are evenly spaced apart. We can start to add some people to our drawing now. Let's start with 2 that are up near the church. I'm making mine look like they're facing each other. There's really just the heads and then a shirt and the pants or a skirt and shoes. They're very simple. When those are done, I'm going to add 2 people near that middle house. They're also pretty simple, and these 2 are facing each other and they look like they're holding hands. I'm also going to add some figures down in the bottom right corner of the drawing. They're also pretty simple, just made with a head and shirt and pants and shoes. You know, if you stretch out the arms and the legs, it will make these figures look more active. These 2 kind of look like they might be playing catch or something. I think I'll add a very simple dog shape in between. And when that's done, then go to the other side of the fence and draw a figure there too. And a couple of sheep and a water trough under the tree. The original Grandma Moses painting that inspired this drawing had lots and lots of flowers added, just about anywhere there was room for some. They were all drawn the same way, with just a simple kind of sunflower look. I'm starting here and will continue to add them wherever I can find some room to add them. All right, I've got lots of flowers added all around now, and I'm just finishing with a few here. Now, unless you'd like to add some more details, it's time to start tracing all of those lines with a black marker. I'm using this one that has a kind of medium shaped tip because if it was too thick, it would start to fill things in, which I don't want. When the tracing is done, then do take a moment to erase any pencil lines that might still be showing. Now it's time to color, and I'm going to show you a kind of speeded up version beginning with this house. Then the coloring of the trees, there are quite a few of them here. The brown road, tree trunks, and center of the flowers. All the yellow petals in those flowers. And the grass, and all those little figures. And the sky. Now that's how you can make a drawing look like a Grandma Moses painting. As you can see, she didn't worry about shading and trying to make things look 3D. She just wanted to tell a kind of wonderful story of what she remembered about farm life back in her day. When you visit my website, Art Projects for Kids, you'll find more art history projects, including one for Georgia O'Keeffe and William H. Johnson. Over the years, my website has helped millions of kids learn how to draw. Hey, if you enjoyed this lesson, then please like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It really does help other people find these videos too.